All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Sports Dom coming back with another video, and this is my Orlando Guardians at Arlington Renegades XFL Week 3 preview. So, the Orlando Guardians have released quarterback Quentin Dormady. They say that he was uh, telling opposing QBs the Orlando Guardians playbook. I was wondering, if that's why they're struggling this year. Uh, they've only scored 12 points in each of their two games. They got blown out by the Houston Roughnecks week 1, 33-12. Then they lost at home to the San Antonio Brahmas last week, 30-12 in week 2. And now they go to Arlington to take on the Renegades. So it looks like it's going to be Paxton Lynch and DeAndre Francois. I don't like Paxton Lynch. I think he should have been the one released. But we can't have a QB that's giving away plays to the opposing teams. They also released a couple of receivers. And Lance Lenore, who I really like, I'm glad he's on the Guardians team. It should be interesting to see how they rebound in Arlington against the Renegades. And then week 4, they are back in Orlando to take on the Houston Roughnecks for the second time this season. And Wade Phillips, very good defensive coach, so it should be a defensive battle, much like week 1 started out being. But we had to do something. The Guardians had to do something. Head coach Terrell Buckley had to do something. And if Quentin Dormady didn't do that, I think he should have been the clear-cut starter. But now I think DeAndre Francois should be the starter, and Paxton Lynch the backup. Hopefully they sign a QB and just tell Paxton Lynch to hit the bricks. But it should be an interesting game. It should be fun to see how they rebound in Arlington against the Renegades. And I can't wait. I can't wait for week 3 of the XFL. And we need a win. We're 0-2. We need a win. And I think, this is going to be a very tough game. But I do think that head coach Terrell Buckley is finally going to get that much needed win that he so desperately needs. And I do think that that they start DeAndre Francois in this game. That's what I hope anyway. This game is at 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. my time. And it's a different looking Orlando Guardians team with DeAndre Francois. And now they only got 2 quarterbacks on their roster now, with DeAndre Francois and Paxton Lynch. So like I said, I think they need to go out and get another quarterback or trade for a quarterback. They need to make some big plays. They seem like they can move the ball, but then they stall. And then they can't get it going again. Andre Jamil needs to have a big game. Cody Latimer needs to have a big game. I think DeAndre Francois, if he starts in this game, which I think he should, he needs to have a big game. Rambo, of course, needs to have a big game. Eli Rogers, like I said. And the defense has to step up. Lance Lenore wearing number 4 for the Orlando Guardians. So I want to see what he does in the XFL. Um, he had a short stint with the Buffalo Bills. We got him from the Dallas Cowboys. Very short stint with the Buffalo Bills, and I think he played with Paxton Lynch with the Michigan Panthers last year in the USFL, and now he rejoins Paxton Lynch with the Orlando Guardians in the XFL. So we need to get a win, our first win of the year. It's going to be tough, like I said, in Arlington against the Renegades, but the defense needs to step up, and the defense need to make plays. So it looks like they're going to stick with two quarterbacks. I think, like I said, I think they should either sign a free agent quarterback or trade for a quarterback. They have 7 other teams, they can trade with, and I think that they should, just to get another QB on the roster, and heaven forbid, knock on wood, that one of ours goes down. They can they'll have another quarterback to put in. So this week at Arlington, next week home against Houston, and then they go to Vegas week 5 to take on the Vipers, which also should be a good game. And like I said, I want to see how they rebound on this week, week 3 of the XFL. And I like the way that Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, is running this league. I like the extra point system, that you don't kick an extra point. You can go for a 1-point conversion, 2-point conversion, or a 3-point conversion. A 1-point conversion from the 2-yard line, a 2-point conversion from the 5-yard line, and a 3-point conversion from the 10-yard line after you score a touchdown. So I like that, and it should be interesting, like I said, to see how the Orlando Guardians bounce back. Week 6 is the game that I'm most excited for, because they're home against the Seattle Sea Dragons, and that's one of the games that I want to see. Of course, they play Arlington, San Antonio again, Houston again. They play St. Louis week 10. Week 7, they're home against the DC Defenders. But against Arlington, like I said, we're going to have to make big plays. DeAndre Francois, if he starts, and I think he should, is going to have to make big plays. The receivers are going to have to step up, and the defense is just going to have to play. And they have a good defense, but they get so worn down, that they get worn down because they're on the field so much, because the other teams are just moving the ball. And I'm looking at other rosters to see who I think we should trade for. And I think we should make a trade with the DC Defenders to get Jordan Ta'amu from the DC Defenders. I really like Ta'amu. He was in the... I think he played for the St. Louis Battlehawks in 2020. So it should be fun, and I'm going to look at the Arlington Renegades, to see if I think we should make a trade with them, although they probably won't, because, they play us towards the year. They have Kyle Sloter. I don't think he can really help us. They do have Anderson, though, as their QB, and they also have Plitt. So, I do like Smallwood, though, the wide receiver. So we could make a trade to get Smallwood, but right now we need a quarterback, and you all know how I feel about Paxton Lynch. We need to get some yards in this game too. The offense needs to explode for like 300 plus yards. The running backs, need to get 80 to 100 yards. Our main running back. You know, like I said, it should be interesting to see how they bounce back, and I can't wait to see them play tomorrow against the Arlington Renegades, um, and see what they do. So, guys, I'm gonna leave it here. Comment in the comment section below on what you guys think. And as always, if you like my videos, like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you don't miss a video. Stay tuned for my Orlando Guardians at Arlington Renegades halftime report, and stay tuned for my Orlando Guardians at Arlington Renegades post game recap. It's game day, and let's go Guardians. Let's beat the Arlington Renegades. We need this win. We need to get our first win of the year. And head coach Terrell Buckley needs to get this team on the winning track. But let's go out there. Let's shock the Renegades in Arlington. And let's pick up our first win of the season in the XFL. Go Guardians. Let's beat the Renegades. XFL Week 3.